Hi, it's Sylanda, your business coach, coming to you once again with part two as promised. I want to talk to you more about the business logistics. I know everyone wants to start a business, which is great, but we have to make sure we cover all of the logistics before actually starting a business. We want to make sure we have everything in place. So let's recap for a quick second. Last week, I talked about business regulatory, meaning your regulations. You want to make sure that you are complying with your local, state, and federal government to make sure that how you're conducting your business, you're complying with it. Second, we talked about the market research. Here's where you can pull data to find out about your consumers, your competition. You can look at numbers to see where you plan on conducting your business. It's the right fit for you. Third, we talked about business license as well as zoning. Before you get into business, you want to make sure that your area is okay, you're complying to conduct that business in that area of which you are starting your business. And then final, we talked about registering the name for your business. This is very important. You want to make sure that it's the right name for your business, it's the right fit, but it's also professional. Today, we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you 10 tips. And this is going to go by really fast because I really want to get to starting a business, but we have to make sure we are covering the logistics of starting a business. I just don't want you to jump out there. I want to make sure you have a solid foundation before you actually get started. So, without further ado, as you see, I'm talking to you from my home. I'm locked in as well. So, welcome to my home. Let's jump right into it. I have some notes here, so you're gonna see me look over here and there, but I just want to make sure I stay on course and I'm giving you what's needed in order for you to cover the foundation for starting your business. Now, I'm going to share with you some of my personal experience. As I stated last time in part one, I'm giving you practical experience as well as theory. But starting off, I'm going to give you some practical experiences because I don't want you to make the same mistake that I made early on. And that's why this is so important to me because I love teaching people about business. I adore people who have learned their purpose in life. And I want to be right there pushing you, coaching you, sharing with you how to have a successful business. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So first up is taxes. This is very important. You have to make sure you are compliant. Everything is compliance, right? You have to make sure you are compliant not only with your state, but as well as with the federal. I'll give you a quick example. When I first started business early on, I had did everything for federal, but I didn't know that I was supposed to also register with state. So what happened was I ended up having to owe the state because I didn't withhold taxes from for the state and I didn't do a report. So every year you have to do an annual report. Even if you're not making anything, you have to report what's going on with the business because if not, they'll speculate and they'll estimate amount of what they thought that you made. And trust me, you do not want to get in trouble with the IRS and you do not want them to speculate what they think it might have been because they always round up, not down. So make sure you cover that. Second, Social Security. You have to withhold Social Security. It's a must. Unless you're an SP or a partner, you don't have to, but you have to report and you have to withhold the Social Security. It's a must. It's a no-brainer. You have to do it. Third is employee and verifications. That's that Form I-9. You have to do a verification for your employees. Complete that form, submit it, turn it in. Then there is, and I gave some websites for these, so you'll see the websites on here that you can go to and make sure that you are going. It gives you a tool where you can actually go into it and actually see and read more about this. Um, Third is the health and safety. You want to make sure that you're complying with OSHA. You can go to OSHA.gov. You can go to DOL.gov. Here it talks about, again, you're complying with state as well as the federal regulations regarding the protection of your employees. You want to make sure employees are protected and you are following the guideline to the T. I don't care if you have just 1 or 2 employees. You need to have this up. If not, there could be a possible fine, and this again can hurt you. So you want to make sure you cover that. The next one is employee insurance. Check with your state laws to see if you are required to provide unemployment or workers' compensation insurance for your employees. And you might say, well, I don't plan on having that issue. I don't think, starting out, we never plan on having that issue. But somewhere down the line, unfortunately, it happens. So we want to make sure that we are in compliance with that. And the next one is environmental regulations. So as you can see, goes back to that very beginning, complying regulations. These are the law. These are things that need to be taken care of. These are the base logistics before you actually open the door. This is where you can go to the national sbea.org. And this is a link that you can go to that's going to talk to you about state assistance is available for small businesses that must comply with environmental regulations under the Clean Air Act. I know it's there, you have to do it. The next one is accessibility and ADA compliance for Assistance with American with Disability Act, called the ADA Center. And I also provided a link for that. And then there's child support. Unfortunately, you will have an employee who might have to pay child support. You have to know how to withhold those funds. You have to know how much to withhold. So it's a great idea to go in and learn that information prior to. There's a link also that'll share, give you some information, insight about how to do that. And then there's intellectual property, patent, trademark, copyrights, all types of intellectual property tax that serves to protect creations and innovation. Here, you don't want to start using certain trademarks, infringements on copyrights or prints. I know we copy and paste things all the time, but that can come back and cause you a lot of money in regards to fines. So again, you want to make sure that you are following the guidelines. It might be later on, once you've grown your business, you want to trademark or copyright your name or your brand. And that's something you can look into to find out, how do I do that? The next one is chambers of commerce. Every state, city has a chamber of commerce. You want to get involved with them. This can actually help grow your business. So you want to take advantage of that. And I've given a website for that as well. So we've covered just about from A to Z in regards to the basic business logistics. I hope this has been very helpful for you. Again, these are some of the regulations, compliance, that things must be taken care of prior to you opening a business on day one. If you take care of these things in the beginning, you don't have to worry about it in the end. You just have to make sure you're keeping up with it. Again, I'm here to be a resource for you. I thank you for watching the video. At any time, please feel free. You can email me. My email is here, or you can leave me a post. I soon will have questions and answers, so we can do something live where you can ask me a question right up front and I can give you an answer right then and there. And we can kind of go from there and just explore, but I want to make sure that you are successful in your business. That helps me, and then I'm helping you. So it's a win-win at this point. And again, if you're thinking that this is not the right time for you to start a business, think again. It is the right time for you to start a business. Have no doubt. This too shall pass. We will be okay, but I want you to be better than before. I want you to soar like never before. And I want you to be ready for it. So by all means, do what you got to do. Get busy. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Until the next time, be safe.